So you're my eyeball witness, huh? So why'd you step up on this?
Killer, everyday working man and all. I mean, don't get it twisted. I do some dirt too, but I ain't never put my gun on nobody who wasn't in the game.
A man must have a code.
Oh, no doubt.
That is Michael K. Williams in his iconic role as Omar from the celebrated series The Wire. The 54-year-old actor was laid to rest this week.
His body was found in his home in Brooklyn last Monday. The death is being investigated as a possible drug overdose. One of his co-stars and friends, Wendell Pierce, is in Chicago to speak about using art as activism, and he joins us this morning to talk about his friend. Wendell, thank you so much for being with us.
Oh, thank you, Robin.
I tell you, it's so many people posted about Michael K. Williams, but your Twitter thread was just heart-wrenching. Talk about that and talk about your relationship.
Yeah, I was over in Europe working, and I got the news, and it was just a real heartfelt tribute to him. Michael was a very, very special person, a very special artist. He was someone who was the antithesis of most of the characters he played. He was a kind, gentle, loving soul. And it actually just was a demonstration of how talented he could be, because he played so many menacing characters because of an unfortunate incident that happened in his life where he got a scar across his face. So he had this menacing grimace. But in all the characters he played, he always showed the humanity, and that was his great gift that most actors always strive for in a lifetime, to be able to portray a character that will give insight into that person's humanity, and therefore give the audience viewing it insight into their own humanity. That's the reason we're artists. What thoughts are to the individual, art is to the community as a whole, where we reflect on who we are. And he had that great special talent, and besides that, I loved him as a dear friend, and I'm just heartbroken to lose him so young.
I'm so sorry to hear the news, and I talk about your experience on The Wire. Was it that as much of a life-changing show for you? Because I think I read that you guys read that script, or you saw the first episode after it aired, and you're like, I don't think this is going anywhere.
Yeah, that was me. We saw the first 2 episodes. I said, man, all right, save your money, because we can't. Nobody's going to be watching this. And that was the innovation of The Wire. David Simon said, I'm going to write a visual novel. And I believe that the audience will stick with us from chapter to chapter. And I can build circumstance and character and events and build momentum that way. And he was right. And television has changed forever. That's what the whole anthology of television is about. That's why people binge shows now. They want to see the development of the characters, and it's not like the beginning, middle, and everything wrapped up in just an hour. And so we didn't know the impact of The Wire. And the one thing that people don't know is that we never were ever nominated for an Emmy.
Oh,
none of us none of the shows or anything like that. And yet today we are, hailed as one of the best shows in television history.
Yeah, I understand you're in town now to talk about art as activism. Tell us about that effort.
Yes, I'm here with the National Black MBA Association. Art as Activism was my panel, and as an artist who's from New Orleans, I totally understand the significance of that. After the destruction of Katrina, my neighborhood was destroyed, and I went back and realized that it was my responsibility to take what the Moses generation had given us, the Joshua generation, and rebuild it new. So I went back to New Orleans, and I got involved in my community, rebuilt about 40 houses, resident-initiated redevelopment. I did Waiting for Godot, which is just a play that speaks to the despair that people were feeling at that time, and rejuvenated people's spirits so that they could rebuild. And so it's a tangible thing. And it's a legacy that's handed down from Paul Robeson and Harry Belafonte, Sidney Poitier, Burt Lancaster, even Charlton Heston, when, it was a mission of the civil rights movement. As artists, they got involved. And so I always try to tell people that it's not just entertainment, that art is activism and is actually exploring people's lives and showing them a way of living that can actually change their lives. And I always say, exercise your right of self-determination. That's what art is all about.
Wow, that's great. And we can see you now, of course, in Jack Ryan. Is it the third season now? You're so great on that show with John Krasinski. Is it on third season?
Yes, we are shooting the third season right now in all locations all around the world. It's an adventure, not only in the show, but an adventure for myself. It's one of the highlights of my career to be able to go all over the world and shoot this wonderful show, Jack Ryan. And John is great, and I'm looking forward to it when it comes out.
I love those scenes where you're like, man, I'm out of breath. I can't do this. I can't do this anymore.
That's real acting, though, Robin. Oh, I'd shoot it like that over and over and over again. I have to pretend that I can.
That's right. It's acting.
Mm-hmm.
You can see Wendell.
Acting.
Of course. It's you can see Wendell Pierce, Jack Ryan streaming now on Amazon. And of course, pull up old episodes of The Wire. Thanks so much for talking with us this morning,
Thank
Wendell.
you.
Thank you.